going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225. Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Tullahoma Church of Christ.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
When I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best. Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Do you ever worry about having too much in the garage? What about where you're going to put the mower, or your ATV, or better yet, your mother-in-law? Look no further than Quality Storage Buildings located right next door to Flat Rock Cheese and More on the Minor Hill Highway in Pulaski, Tennessee. There you'll find the answer to your need in a compact or spacious metal building. Built by hand right at Flat Rock by some of the finest craftsmen around, there's a perfect building for everyone, including economy, utility, cabin, lofted or garage models, and even an animal shelter line. Buy or rent to own, see the different models at Flat Rock or on North Main Street in Ardmore and on Highway 43 South in Dunn. Call today 931-363-3603 or 931-201-2205. Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com. Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome, everybody. Good Friday afternoon to you. We're live here at Reese Hambrick Field here at Marshall County High School. This is a home game for your Lawrence County Lady Cats, but this is the one that was moved from the postponement from last night, so all the games will be played here at Marshall County. Lady Cats need to win one to move on to the region, need to win all three in order to be claimed as district champions. If they win tonight against Tullahoma in this first game, they'll end up facing Marshall County and will have to beat them twice. Starting lineup for Tullahoma, since they were the visiting team, leading off will be number 9, Kylie Holt. She's behind the plate. Number 00, Addie Norman in center. Number 11, Maddie Goad at short. Number 34, Avonlea Metcalf at first base. Number 20, Caitlin Gaddis, who is a designated player. Batting 6th, number 7, Ellie Simpson over at second base. Batting 7th, number 23, Kylie Evans over at third. Number 4, AC Holloway playing right field. Batting 8th and batting 9th will be number 25, Margaret Lynch over in left field. Defensive alignment for your Lady Cats tonight, and the pitcher circle will be number 18, Elizabeth Hagan. Behind the plate, Giselle Maldonado. From third to first, Maddie Dollar, Lainey Kate King, Bella Grace Walker, and Reagan Frakes. And from left to right in the outfield will be Callie Brown, Lily Lloyd, and Libby Burks. Bring in my partner, Hayden Burks. Hayden, what do you expect from this matchup? This is, I believe, like the third or fourth game against Tullahoma this year.
Yeah, this is the fourth game against Tullahoma. 2-1 against the Lady Cats of Tullahoma, as they ended up beating them in the the first round of district, whichever way you want to put it. But
yeah.
Other than that, they're supposed to play yesterday, but now they're playing here, and just another good game. It's always going to be good between these two, so excited for this one.
Hopefully it'll be a good game. Almost getting things started here as Kylie Holt makes her way to the left-hander batter's box. First pitch by Hagan is on the way. It's going to be up high for a ball to start things off here. Official start time, 4:02 on this Friday afternoon. No rain in the forecast. Just a few passing clouds. Everything should be good to go for some softball action. Hopefully the first game of 3 tonight. That pitch is in there for a strike. That'll bring the count even to 1 apiece. Like I mentioned, one game, win this one, and you punch your ticket into the region. First time in 8 years. Last time was 2017. Or 2016. 2017. I had it right. 2017. As on the outside corner for a strike, 1-2. Again, so yeah, win this one, you punch your ticket. Win 2 more, you're district champions. But one game at a time.
And you get to host the first round of region.
And get to yeah, exactly. Get to host first round too. 1-2 pitch. That's gonna be down and away for a ball. Hagan looking at her armband. Pitch selection ready. Here's a 2-2. Be check foul. Holt barely got a piece of that to stay alive. Hagan, 2-2 pitch again. Speed down to the dirt, full count. Three-two. Just outside, ball 4, and the leadoff hitter is on base for Tullahoma. That'll bring up the center fielder, Addie Norman.
That's a tough break, too, because you were ahead 1-2, and then you threw 3 straight balls, and now leadoff runner over at first base.
Yeah, and that last one it was a close pitch. That was a really good eye by Kylie Holt to lay off on that one. Holt tries to make her way down to second base, and will go back as that pitch is in there for a strike. Frakes and Dollar are playing in at the corners. Lainey Kate and Bella Grace playing kind of standard depth. That pitch fouled. Actually got a piece of Norman.
Got her in the batter's box there.
I'll bring the count to 0-2. So again, Hayden, you're ahead of a hitter. Let's see if you can finish this one.
And the key for both these teams today is just be able to get runners on. They've already got their first leadoff runner over at first, so good start for Tullahoma.
That pitch is in there, called strike 3 looking. There's the first out of the inning. And now the shortstop, Maddie Goad, will make her way to the plate. Pitch, chop foul. Down the third base line. Elizabeth ready, winds, 0-1 pitch. That's going to be fouled as well. Look at that, even got a piece of her.
Literally kind of the exact same at bat so far. This last one.
Another 0-2 count upcoming. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside corner. They're back down to first, not in time. Goad ready in the batter's box. That pitch is swung on, popped out into center field. Back goes Lily Lloyd, and that ball is gone for a 2-run home run. So Maddie Goad hits one out into deep center over the wall for a 2-run homer, and just like that, Tullahoma does have a 2-0 lead.
Three hitters already, 2-0. So rough start here for Lawrence Kane. They're going to have to try to just get out here with no more damage done here in the top of the first and get to the bats.
Exactly. I think there's still 1 out, so just get the next 2 outs. Only down by 2. That's definitely not the worst thing in the world. That pitch is in there for a strike, going 1 to Avonlea Metcalf. That's on, looked like it might have been close to the outside corner, but called a ball, 1-1. Swung on, that's going to get over there towards Reagan Frakes, and she'll step on first base for the second out.
So
kind of bobbled the ball there, did Reagan, but good way to gather herself.
Good way to keep it in front of her, too.
I'll bring up number 5 hitter. That will be Caitlin Gaddis, a designated player for this afternoon. So 2 outs, 2 runs already in. That pitch misses down for a ball. So let's get this out, go back to the dugout, and get those bats ready. Hagen ready, winds, 1-0. That's going to be upstairs, 2-0.
2-0 count. This is the first time Elizabeth has fallen behind here in the count.
Yeah, everything so far, she's always been ahead, like 0-2 or 1-2.
Yep.
But yes, here is the 2-0. That's going to be chopped over to third base. Good play over there by Maddie Dollar. Throw to first is in time to end things here in the top of the first. 2-run homer is the only damage done. 1 hit led to those 2 runs. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. I'll have your starting lineup for your Lady Cats coming up next on the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Bottom of the first here. Here's your starting lineup for your Lady Cats. Leading off will be Maddie Dollar. Batting second, Laney Kate King. Batting third, Giselle Maldonado. Batting fourth, Elizabeth Hagan. Batting fifth, Ashlyn Sublett. She's the designated player today. Batting sixth, Callie Brown. Batting seventh, Lily Lloyd. Batting eighth, Reagan Frakes. And batting ninth, Libby Burks. And Hayden, we're talking about, you hate to get up that 2-run homer, but it's 2-0, and it's just the beginning of the ball game.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of time.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. Just one thing Lawrenceburg's going to have to do is they're just going to have to be able to get runners on. They struggled against Marshall County.
That pitch grounded over to the shortstop, Maddie Goad. Throw it first in time to get Maddie Dollar. So 6-3 on the putout. Now bring up shortstop, Lenny Kate.
So one swing and one out now. I like the aggression, but so far just going to have to get something going early in the game too, like you said.
It is very early, but you would like to be able to respond right away if you could. First pitch to Laney Kate is going to be way upstairs for a ball, 1-0. You hear that breeze in the mic. It's not really a hurting breeze, obviously, because you saw that 2-run homer, but it's not blowing out, really. That pitch swung on a miss.
Big cut there.
1-1.
King.
Third baseman Kylie Evans is playing a little in, as that should be a ball.
Yeah.
It's a balk, so that's going to be 2-1. Looked like the pitcher just lost her grip on that one. 2-1. Swung on pop that's going to get out of play behind us.
So now it's a 2-2 count. I want to try to get somebody on.
And we're ready now, everybody back to their positions, and here's 2-2. Swung pop back again. So Laney Kate staying alive here with 2 strikes. Here comes the 6th pitch of the at-bat. That's going to be swung, and that's going to get down in front of the right fielder for a base hit. So Lady Cats do have one on here with one out. Good at-bat there by Laney Kate. They'll bring up the catcher, Giselle Maldonado. And we all know what she can do with base runners on.
Yeah, if she gets contact, you know what she can do with it for sure.
And we'll see if head coach Charlie Lloyd is a little aggressive here with some speed over there at first base.
They have been all season, so I will anticipate King to go. Oh, she's just
does not go on that one. Yeah, going to stay put on that one. That's going to be outside for a ball, or I should say down for a ball. Swing and a miss. Maldonado a little late on that one. Sharp ready. Here's a 1-1 pitch. It's going to be upstairs. 2-1. With Maya Sharp in the pitcher circle, Hayden, she's Tullahoma's best pitcher.
Yeah.
But she can get roughed up every now and then.
I mean, hey, she does a really good job, though. Obviously, she's one of their best pitchers. She's one of the best in the dish. That's shot up, I think.
That's going to get down.
Yeah, that's down.
That's in no man's land in front of the left fielder. Throw to second. It's going to be
away.
Get away. Laney Kate's going to take off. Charlie Lloyd's waving her home. She's rounding third. She's going to get there with plenty of time. And just like that, the Lady Cats are on the board.
So we were talking about responding, and they've responded. They've scored 1 run. Then they've got a runner in scoring position now with only 1 out still. So trying to help out her own cause for Lawrence County.
So the score on the play, that's going to be a single by Maldonado. Then you're going to have an error out there by, I believe it was the left fielder that picked that one up?
I'm not sure.
I think it was the left fielder.
I'm still trying to figure out this outfield camera.
That's going to get up the middle.
That's going to score another
and that's
one.
going to score. That's going to end up being, it's going to be number 23, Sarah Morrison, who did courtesy run for Maldonado, and she comes around and scores the tying run of the ball game, and Lawrence County's responded. Yep. It's now 2-2.
They have, and there's still only one out. They got Speed on the plate now. I believe that's Aubrey Dollar over there at second. Hagan helping out her own cause as well. So good response here for Lawrence County here in the bottom of the first.
So it should be, looks like Aubrey Dollar, who's over there at first base, like Hayden said. Pitch swung foul by Ashlyn Sublett. Yes, she did. So a little bit of craziness this inning, going back to that play that Maldonado had. That was a single and then an error. I believe it was by the left fielder that threw it, and that allowed Lady Kate to come around and score, and then a single by Elizabeth Hagan allows the tying run to score. That pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-1. And this is what I was talking about with Amaya Sharp for Tullahoma. Like I said, she is a really good pitcher, their best one on their pitching staff. But every now and then she can get into some trouble. That pitch is swung on almost like a swinging bunt, and that's going to be thrown to first and out just barely. Ashlyn was digging her way down the first base line.
She turned on the Jets. It does advance her runner, though, in scoring position, so it's not the end of the world.
It does, so Aubrey Dollar does make her way over to second base, but now 2 outs. Ashlyn was just barely out there. Very close call. And now Callie Brown will make her way to the plate, and she has the opportunity here to put the Lady Cats up by a run. That pitch misses downstairs for a ball. Aubrey Dollar in scoring position. She represents the 3rd run of the ball game. After a 2-run homer in the top of the first to get Tullahoma the lead, Lady Cats have responded. That pitch misses for a ball, 2-0. Amaya Sharp winds, 2-0 pitch. That's going to be downstairs, 3-0.
So that's a 3-0 count. Brown's just going to watch this one go by.
If Callie can get on base here, after her will be Lily Lloyd. Here's a 3-0. That's going to be
a 4-pitch walk.
Upstairs, 4-pitch walk. And that will bring up Lily. Lily very good at finding some infield singles.
I mean, and speaking of infield singles, the games I've covered, she's probably one of the best at putting them in no man's land.
Yeah, exactly.
She's had several of those this year. Just bloop singles out in the outfield.
Yep.
Nobody really has a chance to get to them if they can.
That's going to be bunted in that perfect position. Throw over to first is not in time, and the bases are loaded.
Yep. In time, as I meant that Lily was over there in time. So bases loaded, now Reagan Frakes up to the plate. And I bet Reagan, she sees one she's liking,
she can rope one.
Yeah.
We've already had a home run in the game, and like I said, there's wind. That wind is not really hurting things. It's not specifically helping. It's kind of blowing across the field, but if Reagan can get a hold of one, that ball will likely fly out. Bases loaded here. Perfect opportunity for the Lady Cats to take the lead here. That pitch is going to be just inside for a ball, 1-0. Four hits already in the inning so far for the Lady Cats. Reagan trying to make that hit number 5. 1-0 pitch. That's going to be in there. Good. Looked like maybe a little bit of a curveball.
Yeah, I was about to say that was a nice pitch there. We're already at the 8-hole here for Lawrence County too, so
we are.
The lineup going to be coming up here.
That's outside, 2-1. Already 23 pitches for Amaya Sharp. She tries to find a way to get out of this for Tullahoma. Frake's looking for more. That pitch is swung on. That's going to get through for a base hit. That's going to allow one to score. Around third goes Callie Brown. She's going to be in there standing up, and just like that, 2 more across the board. It's 4-2 in favor of your Lady Cats.
2-out rally here for Lawrence County. Puts up the 9-hole here. Libby Burke, she's trying to help out the Lady Cats cause now.
Now you got first and third, as Lily made her way around to third base. And now Libby Burks will be at the plate with another opportunity to add some more runs. Sharp winds and delivers. That's going to be outside. Ball 1.
It literally felt like 5 minutes ago it was Maddie at the plate. I swear.
Jeez. You had 1 out, and then you got that pitch misses for a ball. This inning's going by fast. I'm trying to remember kind of how it went. I think you had at least 1 run with 1 out.
Yeah.
And then 2 outs came, and all of a sudden the floodgates just opened.
They had Ashlyn. She was out, and then
yep, that's right.
Maddie swung on the first pitch and got called out over at first.
That pitch fell back to the screen. I'll bring the count to 1-2.
That don't look like it was near the
Or excuse me, 2-1. Yeah, with Ashlyn was the second out. So you had I think this game was tied at that point. Yep. You had that second out, and all of a sudden, here comes some more runs. Might not be over yet. 2-1 pitch. It's going to be down the dirt and actually hit Libby in the foot.
Yeah.
That's going to load the bases again.
Way to wear 1.
And we are back to the top of the lineup with Maddie Dollar, and we'll get a
mound meeting here.
Mound meeting, circle meeting. Everybody in the infield is starting to gather around, and all base runners and Maddie Dollar over at third base coach's box.
It's like Party Central showing up too over in right field.
There we go. Slip and slide action might be getting going out here in right field.
Those that don't know, Marshall County has a bunch of students that hang out down in right field, and they've got a slipping slide today, so that'll be fun to watch. If Lawrence County can get there, they got to take care of business.
Yep, take care of business. So far, so good.
If they win this one, they'll be in the championship and grab an automatic spot in the region. So this game is win or go home for both of these two.
Here's the first pitch to Maddie. Upstairs, ball 1. Tell you one thing, some of these pitches she's not missing by much.
No, she is not. She's been flirting with the strike zone.
Looks like she's a little agitated with that one. She kind of makes her way around the circle.
I'll tell you what, once she finds it, though, she's tough to beat.
She is. That's going to be in there for a strike. That's a good pitch. I'll bring the count to 1 apiece. So, yeah, can't let off the gas if you're Lawrence County. You've got a 2-run lead now, possibly more if Maddie can find a way on base. But expect Tullahoma to respond at some point. That's going to be popped up. That might be trouble, but it is not. It's going to be caught out there by the center fielder, Addie Norman, very close to the infield. And that will end things here in the bottom of the first. Very productive inning, though. After being down by 2 to start off the ball game, Lady Cats responded with the 4th spot in the bottom of the first. Head to the top of the second. 4-2 is your score. You're watching Lady Cats softball here on the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Heading to the top of the second here. Due up for Tullahoma will be the 6, 7, 8 spots. Ellie Simpson, Kylie Evans, and A.C. Holloway. They now find themselves down by 2 after being up by 2 to start the ball game off after that 2-run homer. That's their only hit.
This game is totally different than it was against Marshall County for Lawrence County, only scoring 1 run and through 6 innings. Turn the music off.
Misses for ball. Yep, there goes the music.
I was waiting for the umpires to hold up until then.
It looked like it's the ball. They have a strike up on the board. There they go. They change it. 1-0. Hagan winds and delivers. That's going to be in there for a strike. 1-1.
Hagan helped out her own cause. Had a RBI.
Mm-hmm.
She was up to the plates, so trying to do it both ways. She's been doing that quite a bit, though, lately as well.
That's up and in. Has some good velocity on it. Tullahoma's not going to go away, Hayden, so that's what I was saying. Lady Cats need to just keep their foot on the pedal.
Again, the 4th time these two have seen each other this season.
Outside, 3-1.
Yep. As at Tullahoma earlier in the year, literally at the start of the year, first district game for Lawrence County. They rolled them 16-6, I believe, in that one in 5.
Yeah, that was an 11-run first inning. I remember that one.
Tullahoma came to Jim Chance Field and beat them 7-6 as Lawrence County tried to make a play. That was going to be sent all the way to the wall.
Split the gap there, picked up by the center fielder Lily Lloyd, throwing to second. And it's a double to start things off here for Tullahoma at the top of the second.
Leadoff double. Runs are going to be premium.
I'll bring up the third baseman, Kylie Evans. So like I said, Tullahoma, they're not going to go away.
Again, a lot on the line. Both these teams, this is win or go home for these two. As Marshall County, they've already locked up a spot in the region, so their season will not be on the line later tonight. Whoever wins this game is who they'll play. Again, potentially up to 3 games tonight. This one, and then whoever wins this game will have to beat Marshall twice to become district champs. Marshall will only have to win 1.
Swung on. That's going to be a hard hit over there by the second baseman, Bella Grace Walker, but good defensive play out there. She throws over to first in time. Base runner does move over to third. So productive out there by Kylie Evans. That's a good play out there by Bella Grace. Hayden, that was hit pretty hard over there.
It was. It was a very good play. Good job by Bella Grace to keep that one from her as well. They've had 2 ground balls that have kind of been awkward. But so far, they've done a good job keeping them in front, not letting them go in the outfield and allow a run score. They got a runner 60 feet away from the plate for Tullahoma now. So it's going to be a shootout between these two.
It definitely is. 0-1 pitch. That's going to be outside, 1-1. One pitch. Check swing. Did not go. 2-1.
Let's see. She didn't go around.
Haken looking for a strikeout. Maybe a short, shallow pop out. That's going to be upstairs it's going to be 3-1 now.
So another 3-1 here.
After starting off a lot of the batters with like a 1-2 or 0-2 count, now she's kind of falling behind them.
3-1, anything that's in the outfield is going to score a run regardless.
Chopper over to Laney Kate, throw to first in time. That's going to allow the run to score from third base and make it a 4-3 ball game. But you do get the second out of the inning on that.
Let's see. Nope, somebody's
going to get
phone call.
Another phone call. Unfortunately, we didn't get anybody to answer on the other end, so can't listen in. Infield playing in a little bit, ready for the bunt. That pitch in there for a strike, it looks like.
Yep, they'll call it strike. Oh, home plate umpire has a little bit of delay. Sometimes you just got to wait.
Yeah. 0-1 pitch. On the outside corner, 0-2. Yep. So after falling behind the first three batters, or true batters, I should say. Now Hagan has, looks like 0-2. That's going to be chopped. Good play over there by Maddie Dollar. Throw to first, not in time.
Safe, yeah.
It's going to be an infield single for Margaret Lynch. And I'll bring us back to the top of the lineup for Tullahoma. It'll be Kylie Holt.
Throw was in time, just the throw was a little high for Reagan where she had to jump up and make the grab there and just lost her footing on the base.
Yep. Nobody hurt, though. You still got 2 outs, and that runner's only at first base. Hagan winds and delivers. That's going to be outside for a ball. Throw down a second. It's going to be not in time. And Lynch steals a base. So now tying run in scoring position for Tullahoma. But for Lawrence County, got those 2 outs. Just need one more, and we'll send things to the bottom of the second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on. That's going to get down in front of the center fielder, Lily Lloyd. Around third comes the runner. Throw to home is not in time, and things are tied up again.
Yep, so Tullahoma's doing the exact same thing when it comes to those 2-out rallies. Now we're tied up.
So Kylie Holt with the RBI single, and she'll take second on the throw home. And like we said, now we're tied back up at 4 apiece. Tullahoma's not going to go away. This is going to be a fight till the end as time is called. This will be Addie Norman, the center fielder. She's 0 for 1. She was called out on strikes her first time up. Hagan winds and delivers. That's going to be outside, 1-0. Hayden, we figured it would be a hard-fought ball game, but didn't expect things to be so electric to start the game off.
Yeah, this is going to be back and forth between these two.
Swung on, grounder over to third baseman Maddie Dollar, and she'll throw over to first in time to end the inning. But Tullahoma gets 2 on the board again. That ties things up at 4 apiece. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for your Lady Cats, Laney Kate, Giselle Maldonado, and Elizabeth Hagan. We'll see what they can do. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on the Exports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Welcome back to Exports Network. Heading to the bottom of the second inning, all tied up once again. 2 runs for Tullahoma at the top of the first 4 as a response by your Lady Cats to take a 4-2 lead, and then in the top of the second, another 2 spot on the board for Tullahoma. Due up here for your Lady Cats, 2, 3, 4 spots in the lineup. And Hayden, we mentioned this earlier, it's kind of, we figured that this would be a hard-fought game, but did not expect things to be just this electric to start things off.
Well, I didn't figure. I knew it was going to be a hard-fought game between these two. Like we said throughout the whole game so far, 4th time these two have seen each other this season. Lawrenceburg's 2-1. Then again, just lots on the line. It's win or go home at this point for these two teams, and a reaching spot on the line.
Yep. So whatever their team does, you just got to respond. Just keep throwing those punches. And we'll see who can claim a regional spot. Sung on, first pitch out towards left field. Laney Kate hit it to Margaret Lynch, and she catches it for the first out. It's 1 pitch, 1 out. Now I'll bring up the catcher, Giselle Maldonado. She is 1 for 1 with a single. And that ended up being, I believe it was an RBI single.
Yeah, off the air, too. She
off the air.
Second. Yep.
Inside, 1-0. That's going to be in the dirt. 2-0. I don't know if you're able to swing around the plate camera, but we do have some tubes over there in the slip and slide ready to go.
It's going to be party central there in right field.
It is. I'm hoping we can be here to see it. I would love to see that in action. That 3-0 is going to be called on a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Maldonado ready for the 3-1. Swung on, popped up, out into the shallow part of left field. That's going to be caught out there by the shortstop, Matty Goad, for the second out.
A little scary.
A little bit. And just like that, 2 outs. I'll bring up the pitcher, Elizabeth Hagan, who's 1 for 1 with the single. She helped herself out. Lady Cats trying to figure out or find a way to get a base runner on this inning.
That's how you
they
do it.
will, exactly like that. That pitch swung on, line drive over to left field on one hop is caught by Margaret Lynch. And Elizabeth Hagan does just that with a single.
Yep, that's how you do it. That's textbook right there.
It is. And now we'll have Aubrey Dollar, who's going to be courtesy running for Elizabeth Hagan. So she's on at first.
I guarantee Sublet, she'll definitely be trying this time because she got called out over at first. She turned on the scooters. So
she's looking to get a hit on this one. That pitch is in there for a strike, though, so she
can crank
down
0-1.
Yes, she can. I'll take a 2-run homer. That pitch in there for a strike, it looked like.
Yep.
But on the strike, Aubrey Dollar does make her way down to second base.
Sublet's going to have to protect now. They do have a runner in scoring position, so if they get anything out in the outfield that can be put in play, Lawrence Kane might be able to retake this lead.
Tied up 4-4 after explosive offenses so far. That pitch outside. Maya Sharp in the circle. 0-2. It's going to be 1-2. Swung on. That's going to be a slow roller over towards the second baseman, Simpson. Throw to first is in time, and Lady Cats come away with a goose egg here in the bottom of the second. Still tied up, though, 4-4 as we head to the top of the third inning. You're watching Lady Cat softball here on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to X Sports Network. Top of the third now. Do it for Tullahoma will be 3, 4, 5 spots in the lineup. It'll be Maddie Goad, Avonlea Metcalf, and Caitlin Gaddis. Maddie Goad is the one that hit that 2-run homer to get the scoring started in this game. First pitch to her. Outside, 1-0. Pitch. Swung on. That's going to be line drive. Caught out there by the left fielder, Callie Brown, for the first out. So that's 2 well-struck balls by Maddie Goad. I'll bring up the first baseman, Avonlea Metcalf, 0 for 1 with a grounder. The grounder was over to the first baseman, Frakes. That one was hit in her direction as well, but that one went foul. Metcalf ready for the 0-1. Here it is. Be outside. 1-1. Swung foul.
Just got the end of that one.
Barely.
I can tell Hagen's got a smile on her face after seeing it hit the bat.
Yeah. She knew that was a good pitch.
Mm-hmm. And now you jump 1 and 2. Scoreboard says 0 and 2, but I've got 1 and 2.
It is. It's 1 and 2. Swung, pop back foul, and we'll do that 1-2 all over again. Oh, 2 or 1-2. Keep looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And now it is.
Now it's 2-2.
2-2. Hagen winds, and here's that 2-2. Just missed. I'll bring the count full. That misses upstairs too. And then Metcalf will make her way down to first base. So with 1 out, Tullahoma does have a runner on base now. I'll bring up the designated player, Caitlin Gaddis. She's 0 for 1 with a grounder. Over to Maddie Dollar for an out. First pitch. Runner does not go. That pitch is upstairs for a ball.
I'll tell you what, I thought she was going. She took off like she was.
And she stopped, hit the brakes immediately.
I mean, the way this game's going right now, on-base runners are going to be key.
Yep, that pitch is popped up out into center field. Underneath it is Lily Lloyd. She grabs it for the second out. Now they'll bring up the second baseman, Ellie Simpson. She's 1 for 1 with a double. Roped one into the right center gap.
She had a leadoff double, too, and she's the only run scored. Well, she was the run that scored to start things off in the top of the second.
Yes. That pitch misses and gets away by Maldonado, but throw down to second, not in time. So Evelyn Metcalf will make her way down to second base on that pass ball. One-0. Inside 2-0. Swung on, line drive, but right to the left fielder, Kylie Brown, for the third out. Good positioning out there because that one would have been trouble if she was not there. Things still tied up, though. Both offenses start to sputter a little bit. 4-4 is your score. We're heading to the bottom of the third inning. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the Exports Network.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Reese Hambrick Field here in Lewisburg, Tennessee. Marshall County High School, the host of what could be the first of 3 games tonight. With the rainout that happened on Thursday and games have to be finished by today, everything's going to be held here at Marshall County. Win or go home situation here between Lawrence County and Tullahoma. You win this one, move on to regions. Win 2 more, you end up being district champs.
And get to host a region.
And get to host.
So, a lot at stake.
Very much at stake, especially possibly the first regional appearance for your Lady Cats in 8 years. Pitch misses upstairs to Callie Brown, and she'll lead things off here in the bottom of the third. Callie, Lily, and Reagan will be due up for your Lady Cats here. 6, 7, 8 spots in the lineup. 1-0 swung back foul. I'll bring the count even to 1 apiece. That swung back foul again. And now Callie will have to protect here with a 1-2 count. Sharp, ready, 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Callie late on that one. She goes down on strikes. Now I'll bring up the center fielder, Lily Lloyd. She is 1 for 1 with a bunt single. Wasn't I just giving Lily props earlier that she does very well at finding infield singles?
Yep.
And singles just in general. You talk about you getting
just
she always
finding
find like bloops. Yeah. Always finds a hole somewhere. That pitch misses inside, 1-0.
I mean, they're all pretty good at it, too. Just
yeah.
Lily, it seems like every time that – oh, there's the bloop single. Who hit that, Lily?
I'll take one.
Yeah.
That pitch misses upstairs, 2-0.
Hey, she crank it, too. I've seen her hit it at the wall a few times.
That's swung on, fouled on a check swing. All saying is, let's just a bloop and a blast away from, getting back this ball game or something. Well, how about for Lily? I'll take a bloop or a blast.
I mean, you just gotta get some runners in scoring position if you're either team. As we've already seen, it's been an exciting first 2 innings. Kind of slowed down a little bit in the bottom of the second, top of third.
There's a bunt back towards the pitcher by a Sharp. Throw at first is in time, though, and Lily is the second out of the inning. I'll bring up the first baseman, Reagan Frakes, who's 1-for-1 with a single.
She had a 2 RBI single, too, I believe.
2 RBI single, I believe, is correct. Sharp winds and delivers. That pitch is popped. That's going to get
on top of the dugout.
On top of the dugout.
Wake up.
Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt, 1-1. Swung on. That's going to be a line drive single up the middle. And Reagan's now 2 for 2. So maybe a 2-out rally going on here. I'll bring up the right fielder, Libby Burks. Libby was hit by a pitch on her foot the first time. Now she's looking to get into the hit column. Sharp winds and delivers. First pitch swung on. That's going to get caught by the second baseman on the ground there.
Just
good play.
In time, good scoop.
Yep, good play by Ellie Simpson over there. Force out over at second base, and that's the third out of the inning. Still nobody has scored since the top of the second. We're heading to the top of the fourth. 4-4, your score. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the X Sports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network here live at Reese Hambrick Field here in Lewisburg, Tennessee. Still tied 4-apiece. As Hayden, we have seen the offensive explode to start the game, and now they've been shut down.
Yeah, I mean, just both teams have kind of just slowed down. It looks like you were telling me, Taylor, that both pitchers seem like they're more comfortable with Sharp and Hagan now. So, then again, it's like I said during the break as well, if you get runners on, it's going to be at a premium. You don't want anything to take away from that.
Exactly. First pitch misses upstairs for a ball, and they need to stop the music again.
I'll have to stop the music.
As umpire time's called. Whoever's up in the press box needs to be paying attention. Due up for Tullahoma this evening, 7, 8, 9 spots. It's going to be Kylie Evans to start things off here in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I guess. Maybe it's 1-1. It should be. I have 1-1 actually. It is 1-1.
I was wondering what that first pitch was because everybody was paying attention to the music.
Yeah. 1-1's popped out towards right field. Tough play out there by Libby Burks. He's going to get overhead towards the wall. Over to second goes Evans. She's in there for a leadoff double. Nothing Libby could do on that one. Yeah. She had a beat on it, but it just got over her head.
Yeah, that's going to be huge for Tullahoma with that runner in scoring position now with no outs. Has a chance, or almost not guaranteed, but pretty close to put another run on the board with that.
Let's hope Reagan Freights and the Lady Cats can prevent that from happening as AC Holloway comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. That pitch is called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. That pitch swung on line drive is going to get caught out there by Lily Lloyd. Great play.
Had to reach for that one.
And that would have if she did not catch that, that would have got past her, and that is a run. So great play by Lily Lloyd out there in center field. Now Margaret Lynch comes up to the plate 1 for 1 with the infield single. Infield is in. They expect her to bunt. Bunt shown, but taken back, and that's going to be down for a ball. 1 out in the inning. Runner at second and represents the go-ahead run for Tullahoma. That's going to be way outside. 2-0. Good catch by Maldonado. You got truck number 2 that's pulled up into the right field area.
Must be a theme. It must be Beach Week or something. They got a cornhole
board. Swung on. That's going to be dribbled over to the second baseman, Bella Grace, but she throws over to first. Productive out, though, for Margaret Lynch as the go-ahead run's now at 60 feet away over at third base. And now we're back to the top lineup for Tullahoma, and with Kylie Holt, who's 1 for 1 with the walk and a single.
Lloyd looks like she shifted left a little bit in center.
She did.
There's a big gap between her and Libby from right center with the pick off.
Back to third, not in time. Yeah, Lily shaded towards the left field area slightly. She's kind of closer to left center. Callie is shaded towards the line ever so slightly.
See if she can get a hold of that gap.
Grounder, third baseman, Maddie Dollar, throw to first in time, and Lady Cats get out of it. That runner that was on third base prevented from scoring. We head to the bottom of the fourth, still tied 4-4. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the X Sports Network.
Hey Lawrenceburg, looking for something new? Come to Happy G's, located at 210 East Gaines Street. We have pitching machines, batting cages, and even indoor golf. Powered by TrackMan, our system is perfect for practice or play. With over 300 courses as well as multiple mini games, it is perfect for all ages and abilities. We even offer packages for group events such as birthday parties and business lunches. So let's go. Come get your game on indoors at Happy G's.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Heading to the bottom of the fourth inning, still 4-4 your score. Top of the lineup here for your Lady Cats, Maddie Dollar, Lainey Kate King, and Giselle Maldonado coming up for Lawrence County. And Hayden, we're talking about during the break, really good crowd here. I know we got three teams basically, but really good crowd, both Lawrence County, Tullahoma fans showing up, and Marshall County fans starting to kind of pull up as well. 2
games for sure tonight, 3 potentially. The winner of this game will move on to take on Marshall County in the championship game, as this game was supposed to be played yesterday, but due to that game being canceled because of weather, they decided to play this one here. That way they don't have to, they can all go to one location. Of course, then again, like I said, from what I'm being told, I don't know if it's true or not, but supposedly all the games had to be completed by today.
So you just have to go with the top seeded area and just finish it out. And unfortunately, makes a home field advantage situation yesterday. That is grounded.
Wow, that's
perfect. You know, I've been bragging on Lily Lloyd. She does that too, but Maddie Dollar does it. It's almost as good.
Yeah, especially as a leadoff hitter too. So now, I mean, these two teams they basically just did everything identical that they've done within the in innings. Now they got a leadoff runner over at first for Lawrence County, and they're at the top of the lineup too. So
Lainey Kate coming up now. Good opportunity here for Lawrence County to strike back. Pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Bunt shown, taken back, throw down to second is in time. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
It looked. He says it got her on the back, but
I know it was close.
That was close. I'm not sure about that one, but that is
time called here.
Charlie Lloyd's going to make his way over and talk to the second base umpire, and he's shaking his head no and saying he got her on the back. Umpire is explaining to head coach Lloyd what he saw out there, and he says that she's out for sure. Got her on the back, and Charlie's not having it.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I understand why. I mean, this is a big game. Both teams are win or go home situation, and with that, I mean, runs, they're a premium. We keep on saying it. I'm going to keep saying it here at this point in the game.
You're exactly right, especially with the way that the offenses have started to sputter. Any opportunity, you just cannot miss it. And unfortunately, Maddie is caught stealing down at second base. Lenny Kate does have a 3-0 count now, so maybe she can get on with one out and bring up Giselle Maldonado.
Bring it back, kid. Bring it back.
3-0 pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 4. And Maldonado will come up to the plate here with one out. So you would have preferred no outs, runners at first and second, but
you got to do what you got to do with what you got.
Yeah, you've got one out now with a runner at first, so it's the cards you've been dealt. And you just got to play with them. Let's see how they can come back potentially in this inning, maybe get a runner in scoring position. That pitch is on the outside corner for a strike.
Now, that call right there can be critical within this game. That can be, we've seen plays be critical, and we also seen calls be critical in this one too.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Maldonado late on that fastball. And yeah, that could be one that is a crucial call over there at second base. Laney Kate over at first. 0-2 to Maldonado. Swung foul.
Got a piece of it. I'll play some more balls.
Maldonado trying to stay alive with 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be in for the gapper out there in right center field. Being held up over at third base is Laney Kate King. Ball gets away, and now Laney Kate's going to be safe at third. Yeah. Almost another disastrous play out there.
That could have been big.
So good piece of hitting by Maldonado, hitting a double. Laney Kate held up at third base, almost tried to go with the ball getting thrown around in the infield. But she's held up at third base. Now 1 out, and Lady Cats are in business here with 2 in scoring position. And Elizabeth Hagan back up to the plate, 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Man, I'm just telling you, heart's racing after that one.
Yeah. Elizabeth is looking to help herself out again, and there's an opportunity here for the Lady Cats to get ahead by 2.
Anything in the outfield that goes pretty far, that's at least possibly 2. Guaranteed 1.
Here's 1-0. 2-0. Hagan trying to find something here. Called outside corner strike, 2-1. Looking to go 3 for 3 with some more RBIs here. And crucial runs just waiting to be scored. Outside, 3-1.
Here's the pitch that can win you the game.
Yep. 3-1 pitch. Looking for something good to hit. If it's not, let it go.
And the bases will be loaded.
Yep. 3-1. Swung foul. That was a good pitch to hit. Hagan just a little late on it. My Sharp for Tullahoma gets her pitch selection. She's ready. Here's the full count pitch. Swung on, line drive right at the shortstop. She was playing in.
Ooh.
That was roped. But in the perfect spot right there for Maddie Goad to catch it. So everybody's held up at their respective bases. And now Ashlyn Subbott will be at the plate here with 2 outs, with runners still in scoring position. She's 0 for 2 with 2 grounders.
She's due for 1 soon,
She
so
is.
hopefully this is the spot.
Huge spot here for Sublett. That's upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Swung on, grounder, third baseman picks it up, throws over to first in time, and Lady Cats aren't allowed to score in that inning. We're heading to the top of the fifth. It's still tied 4 apiece. You're watching Lady Cat softball here on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network, as Hayden Burke's on the call for the time being, Taylor Plott had to step away for a moment, so you'll have to deal with me for just a few moments. As Lawrence County had runners on second and third in scoring position, but weren't able to do anything with them. It's still tied up 4-4. At the place now, Norman for Tullahoma. Here's first pitch, and that one is in the dirt for ball 1. Counts 1-0 for Hagan. Here's the next pitch. That swung on rope down the third base line. Will be fouled out of play. Here's the next pitch. That swung on set here into outfield, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Norman, she's going to round first, hit to second. She'll be there with no outs, running in scoring position once again for Tullahoma.
What happened right there?
As that was a shot into right center. Taylor Plott back with us now. That one missed high for ball 1. Taylor, I'll let you take over.
All right, catch me up. What happened right there?
Well, it was a shot into right center, and now Tullahoma's in scoring position once again, just like they were in the top of the fifth. Or, excuse me, top of the fourth that was. That one misses outside.
Seems to be the theme so far is you'll end up getting base runners immediately in scoring position, and then just nothing happens.
Yeah. And we've seen it with both teams.
Yeah. Swung on. That's going to get out of here.
That's
gone. That's another 2-run homer, and Tullahoma has now taken a 6-4 lead. Yep, that is her second home run of the night. Both of them 2-run shots. So finally someone breaks through the scoring drought, but unfortunately it is in favor of Tullahoma, and they now lead 6-4. Still nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Golly, Hayden, that could be crucial right there.
Yeah, that's a big spot there. So
that pitch is down in the dirt. This is Avonlea Metcalf, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk.
Of course, you know, we said it in the first, or the top of the first, that, you know, it's one thing that's like, you know, you're only down 2-0, but now you're late into this game, season's on the line, and that could be huge.
Yep, now down by 2 has a whole other meaning to it. That pitch misses down for a ball. That didn't miss by much, 2-0.
In this part of the game, too. Of course, and again, Lawrence County's in the bottom of the lineup, so that's good. But then again, still, it's just how it's been after the top of the second inning. It's just been a struggle for both teams, and they're able to, Tullahoma able to break through.
And it looks like it misses downstairs.
Hagan.
Possibly, I don't know.
She wasn't a big fan of that one.
Scoreboard says 2-1.
Okay, they got it right there.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know if the umpire called a strike or not.
I was looking at the run count. It said 5-4.
It did say 5-4.
That's 4-pitch walk.
It is. That was downstairs. So that was ball 4. So Metcalf makes her way down to first base. Still nobody out here, and head coach Charlie Lloyd makes his way out towards the pitching circle. As we'll have Caitlin Gaddis up to the plate now, who is 0 for 2.
As you know, for Lawrence County, if they can come back and win this one, they'll play Marshall County 3 games, possibly 2 for sure, for whoever. There's going to be 2 games tonight for sure.
Yep.
And the winner of this will take on Marshall County Championship and get that final region spot. So, but then again, you'll have Hagan she'll pitch this one, and then Lawrence County wins this one, plays Marshall County. Probably see Callie Brown in that game, and then if they make it to a if needed game 3 tonight, then probably see the both of them.
Swung on, popped up. That should be the first out of the inning. Underneath that's Laney Kate. She calls everybody off. She grabs it for the first out. So crucial first out there that keeps the runner over there at first base. And I'll bring up the second baseman, Ellie Simpson, who's 1 for 2. She had a double.
They literally went into the same spot the leadoff hitter had for Tullahoma.
Oh, that's where that one went.
Literally, Norman had the exact same hit.
Ellie's had 2 well-hit balls, one of them for a double, the other one was a line out. Throw back to first, not in time.
Yeah.
Had her leaning over there.
Mm-hmm. No, that was one of the close ones I've seen this year. Did they call that first pitch a ball or a strike?
It looked like it was a strike.
I think
it says
that's what they call
0-1.
it, yeah. Because now I remember that the home plate umpire signal for it now, so.
Bunt shown, bunted in front of the plate. That's a tough play. Throw to first by Maldonado. Good play, though.
And shout out to the home plate umpire. He made his way down to third.
He did. 2-3 on the put out. Runner goes down to second base. So productive bunt there by Ellie Simpson. I'll bring up the third baseman, Kylie Evans, who's 1 for 2 with a double. She had a double that went over Libby Burks' head out there in right field. First pitch to her. Swung on, line drive. That's going to get caught out there by Lily Lloyd. She's had a great game so far out there in center field, catching some really good balls. That instinct's here in the top of the 5th. Unfortunately, the damage is done by Tullahoma. 2-run homer, and now they lead 6-4. Let's see how the Lady Cats respond here. Still a lot of ball game to play. Right to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Lady Cats softball here on the X Sports Network.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back alongside Hayden Burks. I'm Taylor Platt going to the bottom of the 5th here. Lady Cats trying to respond after giving up another 2-run homer there in the top of the 5th. They now trail 6-4. Still a good amount of ball game left to play here, but you are getting kind of close to the latter part of this game, so runs are definitely at a premium. And Hayden, Lawrence County, they've had their chance to get on the board. We've had runners as close as third base, and nothing to show for it right now, but hopefully things change here as we head towards the bottom part of the lineup.
They did have 2 runners in scoring position, but that's also, it's been both teams. It's been a struggle since the top of the second. That's when we caught. Man.
Yep, right up
That's the
towards the catcher.
Yep. Easiest out if you're a catcher you're going to get. So.
All you had to do is look up, hold your glove out, and catch it. And unfortunately, that's the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now Lily Lloyd comes to the plate. She's had a great job out in the outfield today. Doing pretty well with the bat. 1 for 2 with the bunt single and a ground out.
Infield playing in a little bit here.
That pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. We've been bragging about her all night. Lily does a really good job at just finding a spot somewhere, a hole either in the infield or in the outfield. It's time called, and
that's Coach Lloyd calling time.
Mm-hmm.
If Lawrence County were to win this game, not only will they go to the championship, but they'll make it to the region for the first time since 2017.
A huge accomplishment for these ladies, but they got a battle here. Swung on, that's going to be softly hit over to the first baseman. The tag is applied. So that's the second out of the inning.
Frakes has had a good game as well. She's 2 for 2, had a 2 RBI.
Mm-hmm.
Single her first at bat, and then had a line drive single into center as well. So maybe she can get something going here with 2 outs. Of course, we've seen both teams. They've done their damage mostly with 2 outs.
Exactly. And you know what, Tullahoma, if they've had 2 homers this game, how about we get a homer?
Yeah.
Preferably with some runners on, but I'll take a solo shot right now.
Get something.
Mm-hmm. That pitch.
You want to cut into the lead as much as possible.
Exactly. That pitch misses in the dirt for a ball, so Frakes has a 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Swung on. That's going to get caught out there by the right fielder. For a second, I thought that was going to die and get in front of her. But it hangs up there. AC Holloway out there in right field catches it for the third out of the inning. So nothing to show for the offense there for the Lady Cats. In the bottom of the 5th, we head to the top of the 6th. 6-4 is your score in favor of Tullahoma. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the Exports Network.
At Florida Mid-South Realty, we pride ourselves on our family values, professional service, and a deep local knowledge. With a small town feel and a personal touch, we're here to help you navigate the real estate process with ease. Whether buying, selling, or renting, you can trust us to guide you every step of the way. And don't forget to catch Flora Rockstars, our live podcast every Tuesday morning at 8. Flora Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Flora Mid-South Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Welcome back to the Exports Network. We're heading to the top of the 6th. Tullahoma leads Lawrence County 6-4. 6 runs off of 7 hits, 1 error for Tullahoma, 4 left. For Lawrence County, 4 runs, 9 hits. And this is the stinger, Hayden, 7 left on base.
Yep, 7 left on.
Elizabeth Hagan still pitching for your Lady Cats. She throws one in there for a strike. A 1 pitch. Bunt shown, taken back. That's
just missed.
Just missed. Maddie Dollar and Reagan Frakes playing a little in on the corners here. That pitch swung on, popped. Tough play out there by Lily Lloyd, but she catches it out there in right center field for the first out.
kind of seems like she's playing left field and right field, too.
She's everywhere.
All over the place back out there.
I'll tell you one thing. I know that Lady Cats are down 6-4, but if it weren't for Lily Lloyd, they'd be down a lot more right now.
Yeah, probably 9-4 right now, to be honest.
It'd be a completely different ball game. Pitch, grounder, foul down the first base line. This is Margaret Lynch, 9-hole hitter for Tullahoma. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Infield playing in, they have the entire game for Lynch. That's on the outside corner for a strike, 0-2.
Now you want to make her go after something.
If I'm Hagan, I'd throw this one fastball up on the outside. Lynch likes to kind of get some slow rollers in the infield where that's a bunt or a swing.
And does damage with it, too.
Does damage with it, but I would be pitching up, try to prevent her from doing that. And Hagan does just that, and that one's fouled back.
It's more foul balls. Coach Hartsfield coming in clutch with it.
I go right back to that pitch again.
I would too.
Here it is, 1-2. That one's just out of the reach of Laney Kate into left field. Good piece of hitting there by Margaret Lynch to find a hole. So she's on base here with 1 out. And now we're back to the top of the lineup with Kylie Holt, who's 1 for 2. She has walked, hit a single, and grounded out to third. Hagan ready, winds, first pitch to Holt on just outside for the outside corner. That's 1-0. One-0 pitch. Swung on, popped, down into foul territory. That's going to be out of reach, though.
Just out of reach.
Laney Kate and Callie Brown converging there, but well into foul territory. That drops.
There's quite a bit of foul territory room here at this ballpark.
There is very wide foul areas.
For a softball field. There was a baseball park whenever we went to Gulf Shores. It was that last day when you were heading back at Orange Beach High School. Lord, if that wasn't a pitcher's park, I don't know what is.
Yes, it is very much so. Grounder of Delaney Kate. Tough play. She's got to hold on to it. Infield single for Kylie Holt. And now 2 on with 1 out. And Addie Norman's coming to the plate. She had that double her last time up.
In the top of the 5th.
This is danger territory, Hayden. Swung foul. Good pitch by Hagan.
She does what she did that last at bat. That's a run scored at least. Then you got the big hitter on deck for Tullahoma, so going to have to try to get something here to close it out.
Swung on out towards left field. Underneath it is Callie Brown. She catches it for the second out. Good second out there. And now that'll bring up the hitter of the night.
Charlie's going to come out and talk this one over.
I honestly don't know what to do in this situation. Yeah. It's a tough one to call. You got 2 outs. You're at the bottom, or it's going to be the top of the 6th. You've got a hitter at the plate who has already cranked 2 2-run homers. I would almost be inclined to walk her.
That's what I was literally thinking. I mean, we might be seeing an intentional walk. I know you hate to say that, but then again, it's just one of those things where you got to play strategy more than emotion.
Yeah, either that or do you trust Elizabeth Hagan enough you just kind of pitch around Goad, and maybe you get her to chase or offer at one, and all of a sudden you kind of get like a 1-2 or 2-2 count, and you might be able to get her.
Yeah.
But I'll be very, very careful here, and
they
do. Intentional walk. That's a good call. So they put Goat on it first, which is a good call. She has already had two-run homers, but now the bases are loaded with 2 outs, and Avonlea Metcalf is at the plate. She's 0 for 1, 2 walks, and a ground out. First pitch to hers on the outside of the strike zone, 1-0. Huge spot in this ball game. Lady Cats down by 2. They've got the bases loaded with 2 outs, trying to prevent from being down by any more runs. That is a well-hit ball, but foul down the first base line. Scoreboard still lagging behind. It shows 1-0, but it is 1-1. There it goes. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, popped into the infield. Underneath is Laney Kate, and she grabs it for the third out. Lady Cats get out of a bases-loaded jam there with 2 outs. They're still down by 2. Need the offense to get going. Time's running out here as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the Exports Network.
Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is your headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Are you in need of a trailer? How about a saw, tools, loaders, or even generator? Now meeting all your propane needs as well. You can find everything you need to complete your project and much more down at Old School Rentals in Loretto. Go by and let owner Ryan Smith help you today. That's Old School Rentals on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Welcome back to the Exports Network alongside my partner Hayden Burks. I'm Taylor Plott. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Due up for your Lady Cats. 9-1-2 spots. It's going to be Libby Burks, Maddie Dollar, and Lady Kate King. And Hayden, as we head towards the end of this ball game, only down by 2. But, man, there's been several opportunities, not only by Lawrence County, but also Tullahoma, to make some more runs on the board.
Yeah, big spot here. For Lawrence County, you got 9-1-2 up here with Libby, Maddie, and Lady Kate. So, then again, I was talking about doing damage in small increments, but then again, you're just going to have to put something in play, and this is going to be a big leadoff hit for Libby if they can do something.
Libby stepping up to the plate. She is
0 for 2, I believe.
0 for 1, technically. She was hit by a pitch.
That's right, hit by a pitch. I forgot.
And then fielder's choice, which I find a little interesting. I was always taught the iPad software that I use is calling it 0 for 1, but I've always been taught that a fielder's choice doesn't even count as that bat.
Yeah.
So technically in my mind she's 0 for 0, but that one is dropped. That's dropped. Dropped by the shortstop. She had it in her glove, and Maddie Go dropped it out there in short left center.
Wow. She literally had it in her glove, and it's like whenever she turned there is when it just popped out.
She had to turn as she caught it, had it in her glove, and on the way down dropped it. And Libby Burks is on, and now we're at the top of the lineup for your Lady Cats. This is prime position here for Lawrence County to tie things up potentially. First pitch to Maddie. Swung on foul down the third base line. I say third base line, goes beyond the third base line. That's going to be out over the fence.
In my opinion, you got to have 2 runners on here at least over at first and second.
You've got to. You got to force things. Bunted in front. Pitcher.
There.
Throw over to first. No play. No throw over first. Throw back to second is safe. Holy cow. Holy cow.
They're good at getting on my nerves.
Yeah. They do know how to make things interesting. Nobody out. Runners at first and second.
We spoke it into existence. They got 2 on now.
We did.
So.
And guess who's up?
Laney Kate and then
Laney
Kate,
Kate, who's got a single already. First pitch to Laney Kate, bunt shown. That's going to get above the catcher, and that will allow both runners to advance 60 feet.
All right. So we were talking about they've left 7 on. These 2 out here, they can't be left on. Not in this spot.
Tying run over there at second base. She has to score, and time's called, and we're going to have a visit out in the pitcher's circle. And everybody gathers around Coach Lloyd there.
It's going to be a, let's calm it down. Get a 2-run lead. Everything's going to be all right.
That's what Tullahoma coach is trying to emphasize to her team. Head coach Charlie Lloyd over there at third base is emphasizing the need for those 2 runs to score. Laney Kate already has a single. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout. She's also walked. Great opportunity here for the Lady Cats to tie things up. Nobody out. Tying run at second base in the form of Maddie Dollar. Over at third is Libby Burks. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, pop. That's going to get out of play, I think. Nope, it's caught over there by the dugout. Barely enough room.
Looked like it just died right before it hit the net.
And it looked like it did. So there's 1 out. Everybody's held up.
Not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world as Giselle Maldonado comes to the plate, and she loves to get some RBIs.
I believe she's 2 for 2 on the day so far.
2 for 2. 2 for 3. She has a fly out.
That's right, yep.
But how about we make that 3 for 4?
Yeah, that'd be nice. And if you put something in the outfield and play, there's the tying run.
Pitch upstairs, 1-0. You know, we spoke one thing into existence. Why don't we speak something else into existence? Yeah. You know who has not had a home run tonight, and that is Lawrence County Lady Cats.
That's true.
I think they are due here for a blast, and that blast would give them the lead. Swung foul.
Boy, she wanted that one.
She did. Looked like a little bit of an off-speed pitch there by Amaya Sharp. Giselle Maldonado was just a little ahead of it. One pitch in there for a strike. 1-2. That's a tough call.
Yep.
That's right on the corner.
I protect here.
Dollar at second. Burks over at third. Dollar represents the tying run. Maldonado at the plate. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, driven deep to center field. That's going to be a home run! And we called it. We called it. Lady Cats take the lead, 7-6. Maldonado does it again. Holy cow.
That's how you clear them.
That's how you clear the bases. Giselle Maldonado, one of the biggest spots she's probably been in, comes through with a 3-run blast. Let's everybody take a deep breath here.
Yeah, let's get back.
Let's have an exhale. 7-6, your score, bottom 6.
Well, it was just a matter of time before these two teams broke out of their slump. Tullahoma did in the top of the 5th, and now Lawrence County retakes the lead. So
swung foul by Hagan.
It's probably the biggest home run Giselle's ever going to hit in her life.
First base dugout absolutely ecstatic right now as that pitch misses downstairs. 1-1. Excuse me, 1-2. Swung, chopper, shortstop, Matty Goad over to first in time for the third out. But holy cow, what an inning that was for the Lady Cats.
That's actually second out. Yeah.
It is second out. I thought that was the third out.
Yeah. I think we'll have.
I'm so excited. I was ready to go to the 7th inning and get this thing over with.
I'm still in shock.
We will get a pinch hitter here for Ashlyn Sublett. This is going to be number 24, Hadley Patterson. So my enthusiasm and my willingness to go ahead and get to the 7th inning needs to be tampered down just a little bit. That was the second out. Just hang on a bit. Hadley will make her way to the plate here with 2 outs. Hadley's ready, wearing the Bucky Beaver sticker on the back of her helmet.
I got several that have the Bucky sticker on their helmet.
Swing and a miss. A 1. Outside, 1-1. That was the 93rd pitch by Maya Sharp. That matches the pitch count for Elizabeth Hagan. That's in there for a strike. And Hadley's going to protect here with a 2-strike count.
Big pitch coming up here for Sharp.
You would love to see her get on because there will likely be an effort by Tullahoma to tie things up. You want some insurance.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. And now we do head to the top of the 7th. 3-run home run by Giselle Maldonado. 7-6 lead for your Lady Cats. They're looking to end it here and punch their ticket to the regions. First time in 8 years. Let's see if they can do it. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the Exports Network.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Exports Network. Taylor Plott here alongside my partner Hayden Burks. We're in the top of the 7th. 7-6 your score. Lady Cats 3 outs away from punching their ticket to the regions. Due up for Tullahoma. The heart, middle part of the lineup. Caitlin Gaddis, Ellie Simpson, Kylie Evans. 5, 6, 7 spots. Gaddis up to the plate is 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
trying to be real because it's not over until it's over.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We've seen Tullahoma with their leadoff hitters. They're doing a good job.
Grounder, Laney Kate over to first, 1 out. Ellie Simpson, second baseman for Tullahoma, coming up to the plate. She's 1 for 3 with a double. Double and a line out. Both of those were very well hit. One of them was a gapper. The other one directly towards the left fielder, Callie Brown.
So Libby Burke shift a little bit to the left over there in the outfield. That's where the last time.
That's where she had the gapper.
Yeah.
She's standing right where that ball went. Scoreboard not right again. 1 out, 1-0 pitch. Swung on, lined over the second baseman, Bella Grace Walker, into right field. Tullahoma has a tying run on base now.
So tying run on base.
Now I'll bring up the third baseman, Kylie Evans. She is 1 for 3, and she had a double that went towards Libby Burks, just got over her head.
If she would have stayed put over there, she could have probably got that.
She probably got it. That's one of those where if you're right field, it's like, all right, I moved where you hit it last time. Now you hit it where I was. Pitch misses downstairs for a ball. Evans taking her time, getting back to the batter's box. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1.
I think they just gave up on the scoreboard out there.
Well, my thought, bunt, foul. My thought is maybe they had players doing it for Marshall County. They're having to leave to get ready.
Yep.
That can get confusing for everybody in the field to play when you look up and you think, oh, well, there's no outs. So there's someone doing something. There's a strike put up on the board. It is a 1-2 count with 1 out. One, 2. Outside, 2-2. Tying run for Tullahoma is over there at first base with Ellie Simpson. A grounder in a perfect spot and a double play will end it. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 outs. Lady Cats 1 out away from punching their ticket into the regions. First time since 2017. 1 out away. AC Holloway at the plate. She takes a ball upstairs.
And also playing Marshall County after this in the championship game as well.
And the championship game, yep.
But then again, everybody's been talking about it's been so long since they've been able to get to the region, and been 8 years since then. They're in a prime spot to get there now.
1-0 pitch. Swung on, popped. In play. Diving effort there by Laney Kate. Foul. And she's slow to get up. She had a full out layout. And she's shaking up over there at short.
Not sure what.
I think she just kind of maybe got the wind knocked out of her, I hope.
She took a.
That was a full layout effort out there in foul territory. And she's kind of holding her
I think
chest kind of area. I think she might have maybe
got the breath knocked out.
Yeah. She's getting up. She's good to go.
Yep. So, had to catch her breath.
What an effort by Laney Kate. That would have been awesome for that to be the third out. So she'll make her way back to her position over there at shortstop. Charlie Lloyd makes his way back towards the dugout. We have a 1-1 pitch upcoming here to AC Holloway. She's 0 for 3 with a ground out, a line out, and a fly out. Tyne Run still over there at first base. You want to keep her over there. 1-1 pitch. Outside corner, 1-2, 1 strike away from punching your ticket into the region and punching your ticket into the district championship game. Hagan, ready, winds, delivers, outside, 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. Swung back foul. Holloway staying alive.
They're not going to go away easy, that's for sure.
Let's do it again. 2-2 pitch, 2 outs. Hagan delivers. Swung on, popped, out into left field. Underneath it, Callie Brown, and it is caught, and the Lady Cats are moving on to the championship game here in the district, but all important, punched their way into the regional playoffs. First time in 8 years, and what a way to do it, Hayden, on a 3-run blast by Giselle Maldonado.
Yeah, I mean, it took a while, obviously, you know. A lot of emotions here. Really happy. First time this program's been to going to the region since 2017. But hey, all-out effort. Didn't stop fighting until the end there, and they're moving on to play Marshall County, as that game will be coming up for the district championship. And now, you know, you reached their first goal, trying to get that first win, and now you know your season's going to be extended. But with that, now it's time to go try to get that district championship. They got to win too, though. But then again, it's going proud of them, and can't wait for this next game.
Let's do it again, shall we, partner?
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again here in about an hour or so. I believe game time's supposed to be at
around 6:30.
Around 6:30, so give it about 30 minutes, and we'll be back here on the X Sports Network. Lady Cats moving on to face Marshall County here in the district championship game. They have to win 2 in order to be district champions, but guess what? They've punched their ticket to the regions already, but they're looking for more. Join us here a little bit later on, about 30 minutes or so, here on the X Sports Network. We'll have Game 1 of the championship series. Again, like I mentioned, 2 are needed to win for the Lady Cats. For Hayden Burks, I'm Taylor Plott. Thanks for joining us here. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for that championship matchup. Have a great evening.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.